Hello, everyone. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. I'm Klint, very glad to be online with all of you. Hello, everybody. Hello, Dad. Hello, Mom. Hi, Pat. Hi, Quincy. Hello, Deb. It's great to see you all. As we're all here on Zoom, and I really hope everyone who's watching on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, come on, join us on Zoom. It's actually quite a lot of fun. And hope everyone's doing very well. As I see some people are saying hi, hello. So, as we're about to meditate together, one thing that's really important to remember is take your time. And you might hear me say this all the time, but it's actually very important to remind yourself to take your time. Not only that, to remind yourself throughout the day to center. I was just talking to a friend of mine in a previous class. Quincy might remember him, Simon from Georgia. As we were talking, and he said, yeah, he hasn't had much time to meditate lately because during this time, his work is very, very busy. And he's like, yeah, it feels like an excuse. And I said, hey, remember, just center yourself more often. And it turns out he actually tends to have work on his computer. So, can you guess what I recommend him to do? One thing you should do is, if you work at the computer, is to have some kind of object or something that reminds you of meditation or to center yourself. And I recommend putting it next to your monitor where your clock is. That way, whenever you look at the clock, you see it also to remind yourself, oh yes, samadhang, center, center. And you'll see how it really helps you. Remind yourself to come back. And, you know, these little reminders are wonderful. Even high-level meditators do the same thing. Only they're not really working on computers, but everything that they look at becomes a reminder. So one of my monk friends, who's a high-level meditator, I asked him, how does he remind himself to bring his mind back to the center? He says he loves round objects. His meditation object is a crystal ball. So he said every time he sees something round, even slightly round, it will remind him, it's crystal ball, samadhang. So as he's talking to a friend, and this friend has glasses, he sees the glasses are round, samadhang, samadhang. Or as he's walking down the hallway, the light bulb, it's round, samadhang, samadhang. So you see, you really can remind yourself all the time. Even high-level meditators do the same thing. Now, you might not need to do it as much as he does. Just do it whenever you really need it to remind yourself, get that calm back. And you'll see that everything can really fall into place when you're able to get back to that calm. So, I see more people are joining in on Facebook. Hello, everyone. As always, you're always welcome to type into the comments, and I'll get back to you after. As we're about to meditate together, there are two main steps in meditation. Number one, relax. Really take some time to relax. There are many meditation positions, postures, and poses. Use what works best for you. So if you're sitting on a chair, sitting on the floor, wherever feels right for you is great. The second step, consciousness or focus. It's a light focus, not too intense, not too intent. It's light and gentle. And what we like to do is visualize a meditation object. It can be anything, whatever feels right to you. A full moon, a bright sun, a piece of cake, a cookie. It can really be anything. Whatever feels right to you is fine. So, if you guys are ready, let's begin our meditation. So as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And let us gently close our eyes. Taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. Once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. Before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, let it go. Forget about it. Let yourself feel like you're in kindergarten again. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan, relaxing, starting from the top of your head, relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, very gently closing them, as if you are about to go to sleep. Letting your eyelids fall very gently, very lightly, like a feather falling on the still water. And allow the relaxation to flow down all the muscles in your face, relaxing your mouth and your chin, letting it feel loose and light, relaxing the muscles in your neck, relaxing your shoulders. Feel as if a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. No pressure, no tension, just steady and comfortable. And allow the relaxation to flow down to your arms. Let it trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your toes. Just feel the relaxation throughout your entire body. All the aches and pains just melt away. You might even feel like you're getting a massage, releasing, relieving, and relaxing all the muscles in your entire body. As we know, the first step to meditation is relaxation, allowing your body to feel comfortable and relaxed. Do not overlook relaxation. It might seem slow, feel like a waste of time, but actually, this is a wonderful way to help you transition, to get back to the calm, to help yourself adjust. And once you're relaxed, you can move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. What we do is visualize our meditation object floating at your center. Let your mind feel at ease. There's nothing else we really need to do. Just relaxing the body and relaxing the mind. We let our body physically relax. And to relax the mind, we bring our mind down to just one thing. When your mind stays with just one thing, everything else starts to melt away. Even if it's not completely gone, it no longer bothers you. Instead, just letting our mind stay with our one thing, our meditation object. And just take your time, no rush. We've had a very busy day, many things we needed to do, many things that have happened. But right now, it's time to unwind, time to let it all go. Letting go is not really throwing away, but instead, it's placing it down. You don't need to carry on to everything all the time. No matter how important something is, you still need to place it down. For example, if you just won trophy that you are very proud of. It's very important to you, but you can't hold on to it all day, all night. Instead, we place it down. You don't need to carry it. This just shows no matter what it is, something you like or something you don't like, we should put it down, not hold on. And as we practice this more and more, it gets easier and easier. And eventually, your mind will finally be quiet. Quiet but peaceful. It's kind of like a feeling that you are alone, but not lonely, in a vast open space, comfortable, relaxing. So as we continue to meditate, take your time. No rush. Many of us know the benefits of meditation, and some of these benefits we really want right now. But that's not how it works. The benefits will come little by little, as long as we practice correctly. And the correct way is not to force, not to press or push. The correct way is to let it happen on its own. Relaxingly, comfortably, like we're on a vacation. There's nothing else we need to do. Just enjoy this moment of peace, calm, and clarity. But naturally, your mind may begin to wander. It is the nature of the mind. There is nothing wrong. You're still meditating correctly. Just when you notice or realize your mind begins to wander, allow your mind to feel at ease. You bring it back lightly and gently. For some people, no matter how much they try, their mind keeps on thinking. And it's okay. Don't get frustrated or annoyed. There are two things we can do. You can try to bring your mind back, or simply allow your mind to think. For some people, you might know that you are a thinker, You tend to think and plan. It seems to go on and on. If you find yourself unable to bring your mind back at this moment, it's okay. Then allow yourself to think for a little while, or in some cases, keep thinking until there's nothing left to think about. When that happens, your mind will finally be quiet. Remember, our thoughts, they come and go, but we never push them away. We simply observe, observing as they come and go, and little by little, you'll find your mind finally quiet down, feeling at ease, light and gentle, while at the same time, powerful. So take your time, allow your mind to calm down in the way that works best for you. I personally like to use the mantra, a word or sound that helps our mind come back. The mantra I like to use, Samma Arahant Samma Arahant Samma Arahant. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools to help calm and soothe your mind and bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. Amma Arahant Amma Arahant. Arhang Samma Arhang Samma Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room, then filling the city and the surrounding city, filling the state and the surrounding states, filling the country and the surrounding country, until filling the entire world and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Te Buddha Parapata Pache Nanjayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jinarakam Bandhami Sapaso Sapaputthanupavena Sapathammanupavena Sapasanghanupavena Sattha Soti Bhagwantu Te. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly Come back. You're taking a few deep breaths. A little stretch if you'd like. So, how is everyone doing? Feel free to type in the chat, turn on your mic, or show a reaction. Thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Quincy. Oh, thank you, Mom. Oh, hello, Ajit. Thanks for joining. Notice how you feel right now compared to when we just started. As each time we practice, you notice it gets easier and easier. As Paz just wrote, it's totally relaxed. Very good. As the main thing I really hope you all get is relaxation. For late night meditation, it's all about helping us unwind, to relax, release, and let go. Because we have so many things going on in our days, and especially if you're planning for a big Thanksgiving holiday, because next week is Thanksgiving. So there's a lot of things on our mind, from work to family, and many other things are going on in our head. So what we really need is to unwind, to let go, not hold on to everything all the time. Just as I mentioned during meditation, even though it's something so important, something you love, you still need to place it down. There's no need to carry it all the time. All right, Ajit says very happy and relaxing. Very good. So, as always, does anyone have any questions or wonders today, or comments? Feel free to type in the chat or turn on your mic. And as always, I know sometimes it'll take a little time before you want to speak or chat. It's understandable because every time we finish meditation, we're just, uh, you feel nice. And we don't really want to let go yet. And it's okay. So, another common question that people do ask me is, how often should I meditate? You know, some of you may have heard this a lot. Sometimes you go, I'm starting off. How often should I meditate? In truth, you can meditate as often as you like, but I really do recommend at least once a day. Start off with at least once a day. Doesn't need to be long. It can be for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or an hour or 2 hours if you like, as long as it feels right for you. When you're practicing alone, remember quality over quantity. Because when you're starting off, the first thing you really need is relaxation. So remember, meditation is a vacation. It's not work, okay? If you meditate and it starts to feel like work, it's time to let go, start over, relax, okay? Okay. Did anyone have any comments or? Everyone's just like, yeah, it's that happy face just. Oh, then I would like to invite you all as I'm usually here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but for this week, Friday I will not be here because I will be joining the full moon event. So it'll be at 8 p.m. Central to 9 p.m. Uh, so it would end right when this class usually starts. But since we're going to have the special monk who's going to come in, this is Venerable Jackie. He will be leading us in meditation as well as answering lots of questions. So feel free to type in questions when you like, as it's a great opportunity to meditate with him and learn from him, as the full moon event is going to be wonderful. A great time for us to all join together, as we know that when we meditate together, there is so much more energy, so much more power to it. So I really hope you all can join. It'll be right here, the same Zoom room, same Zoom code. So we're very glad you could be here. Join us on Zoom if you can. Otherwise, you can always watch on Facebook, or I think we have it on YouTube also. But I really do hope you can join, if not in person, as in here in Chicago, we have it in person. Although we start at 7:30. In Azusa, they have it in person. Also in New Jersey, they also have it in person. At least these three centers will have it in person and will be joined together through Zoom. So if you can't make it to a center or there's no center near you, at least let's meet and join and make peace together for our full moon. And it's also a great time to invite our friends and family. Well, we're going to hopefully get to meet on Thanksgiving, a week right before. What a great time to start thinking about what we're thankful for, what we're grateful for, and share peace together. So I really hope you guys can join. uh, does anyone want to say anything?
I have a question.
Okay. Hello, Pat.
There's this image that I see a lot. It's like the image of the Buddha. He's in a lotus position, but it shows like looking into the top of the head, and it's kind of like a video. And I know there's some significance to that. Can you tell me a little bit of what that's about?
Okay. So this is what you see when you meditate. Am I right? Or are you talking about a video that you've seen?
It's a video that I've seen like at the
Okay.
Dhammakaya. It's like all blown. Do you know which one I'm talking about? And
Yes,
it shows like
I know
like you
exactly
could
what you're
see
talking
it
about.
going inside the head. Yeah.
Yes, that is actually a top view of what it's like when you can see when you go into this deep level of meditation. As it's also trying to allow us to realize that as we go into the center, so let's go step by step. When we meditate, first thing we want to do is center our mind, get it to that one point. So in the beginning, it's kind of wavy. It's not very clear yet. And when your mind becomes clear, it's able to stay right here, this one point. And once you're there, the stillness, the calmness, you actually go into that point. It's as if this one little point expands and you go into it. So this is the visualization or the video is a way of visualizing it to show you how it would how it kind of seems. Though it doesn't need to look exactly like that. It's just a nice, very beautiful image to help us remind us, go to your center, allow it to expand, and still go to your center. Long Po, our great master, would say, you have to stop within stopping, stillness within stillness, and center within the center. So you see, it's when you get such a wonderful focus, that balance is just perfect. Relaxation and a very, very precise focus. It's just like when we use a microscope. We want to see something very small, but before we can focus in, you have to do a wide view. So maybe times 10, for example. So when you zoom in times 10, okay, now it's starting to be clear, you fine tune it, and then you can go into 100 times. Now it's a little clearer. Oh, wow, okay. But still, you have to fine tune again. And then you can go into 500 times, right? But if you start from 500 times, you're not going to see anything. It'll be very difficult to find out how to fine tune. So I bring out the microscope just because I remember science class. When you're trying to see that little bacteria and you're like, how come I can't see it? You guys have to start with the weird wide one first, not start from the zoomed in. You go, okay. And it's just like that. When our mind becomes still, it's just like that lens. It starts off with the wide lens. And then as it becomes still, you're able to zoom in even more and more and more. So that's what the video is depicting, helping us realize you can still go inward. It all just means be still, calm, peaceful, and allow it to continue going inward.
Okay. Thank you. And that was a great analogy. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I've had a lot of very good teachers. And I had to say, I guess analogies have always been my thing. I just love to try to make it as simple as possible. And I started to realize I was meant to be someone who helps teach. When I started to go to, well, in college, I wasn't really, what do you call, I'm not a very studious person. I really don't like to read. But I would always pay attention in class. And I remember this one time, I was taking a physics class, physics for engineering, so definitely up there, pretty high. And we had a class where we're talking about vectors. Vectors is about directional things for different objects, and everyone in class was completely confused. So the next day we were all waiting in front of the class, and they're all asking about the homework. And I figured it out. It made sense to me because I have taken a trigonometry class which taught about vectors already. So I was okay with it. So they asked, "Hey, Clint, how did you do it?" I'm like, "Oh, it's like this. You did this, and this." And they're all just confused. Like, "Clint, you just explained in 5 minutes what we didn't understand the past 2 hours." And I'm like, "Oh, well, sometimes, I realize that in the series I'm going to record eventually, I talk about this, that sometimes we have these wonderful skills that we wonder where did it come from. This is something that made me realize, yeah, there had to be past lifetimes, because you can't just suddenly be wonderful at something with no practice. But actually, you've done it many lifetimes. Just like one monk has told me back when I was a kid, when I ordained the first time. Actually, he told my mom. My mom was shocked at the time, and they're like, your son used to be a monk many lifetimes, for sure. And I'm like, are you sure? Why? I was 10 years old, and he's like, what 10-year-old can hang out with monks all day and be happy? So, being a monk has been something that I'm very sure, and also my master also said that yes, I've ordained many times in previous lifetimes. That's why it feels so natural for me to be a monk. It feels normal. It feels this is me. And I'm just so glad that I had the opportunity from great parents making sure to advise me as I grow up. Also making sure that I learned Thai when I really didn't want to. Kids don't we don't want to learn extra when we don't need to. But now, because of that, I am fortunate and able to share and translate what my masters explain and teach. And then, because English is already my language, I'm able to explain it so that people who understand English can also understand. Because if you've ever done translations from one language to another, some words do not translate well. It can become from, let's say, it could be a neutral word in English and become a negative word in Thai, suppose, or vice versa. Or sometimes unintentionally translating directly, and then it's an idiom where it doesn't make sense in a different language. So I'm just very fortunate and very glad that I get this opportunity to be here in front of all of you and share the wisdom. So, and I'm talking about myself again. Well, I hope everyone had a wonderful night and was able to get that calm as I see everyone's smiling face, which is absolutely the most wonderful part about being here with all of you. So, I'd like to give you a blessing before you go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into the light in times of darkness and in times of need. When you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful night or day wherever you are. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. And a great way to brighten up the world, meet together this Friday for full moon. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, LP. Good night.
Good night.
Everyone. Good night.